Hello, and welcome to another episode of
Durapina Mode. I was just eating some chocolate that Marion gave me.
Yeah, you're welcome. So we've arrived again with the Christmas tree in the background.
Ryan Gosling at the top. You can't see him right now. Unfortunately, he can't be here.
The gauze tree is present, if not on screen. But we're going to talk about some of our 2017 favorite, or for me, the products that I used the most.
I had a hard time because I always feel like there's definitely stuff I've used up and thrown out.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, what was it? And I don't remember. So this is stuff I actually managed to dig out and empty from my like empties box. But yeah, there's a lot of things I enjoyed this year.
I think with me, I just bought so little this year. I was using a lot of the stuff that I used
So you didn't try a lot of new stuff, yeah?
Yeah, so I didn't try loads of new stuff, but it's always good to, you know, reward the products that stuck it through for another year.
Also, you should watch our last year's favorites video because those are still favorites. Like I was making my list and half of the stuff on my list was actually in last year's video. You want to start first and I'll eat another chocolate?
Yes. Okay. So I will start with the most expensive product because
why not?
That's gonna turn everyone off anyway. It is something that was so luxurious and it was probably like my first introduction to body oils. Oh. If you're kind of like, what the F is a body oil? It's basically just like body lotion, but in oil instead. And you just put them on. You can still put them on when your skin is wet after a shower.
Is it not sticky when you put on your clothes?
Not sticky. I kind of feel like for my skin, they absorb better. So the one that got me, you know, converted a little bit was the Lina Hanson Global Body Serum. I think you'll probably still be able to smell this. Okay. But
it's empty. It's gone.
Oh yeah. Like every last drop I was like, oh, I got it out.
Ooh, what is that?
I don't know what it is, but it's really good.
I feel like it's like a spice.
Yeah. It's a very unique scent and I really enjoyed using it. It's cruelty-free. It's made in small batches in the US by a makeup artist, I think.
Would you like put it on a wish list again?
Yeah. Definitely, okay. But don't look at the price.
I'll start off with the cheapest thing on my list.
Thanks, Anna. Coming through always.
It's a nail polish, and this was a discovery for me because you know that whenever we go for a manicure or a pedicure, I'm like, red please, any shade of red, and Marion's like,
just so
I just know that that's boring. What I like because I paint my nails. My nails are always painted.
But
always.
You're just like, I'll go to the salon and have them paint them the color, the same exact one that I would paint at home, and I'm like, what's the point?
Every other time I've had a different color, I haven't liked it, but I found one because I was looking for a really nice shade of like a light pink, like a translucent pink. They're all too pink, like I don't really like them.
Yeah.
Then I found this at Cheeky, which is like a salon as well. There's two in London. That's where I sometimes get my like yearly pedicure. And this color is called Monsoon Mist. And it looks like a sort of purpley gray.
It's really pretty.
But it's kind of translucent, which sometimes you want and sometimes you don't. But this is actually perfect. And it makes your hands look like you've had like a really fancy manicure. Because I went on holiday, my aunt was like, ooh, your nails look really nice. It looks really professional.
Do you just use one coat?
Usually I do one coat and then I add another coat like 2 days later maybe.
Okay.
And also if I'm going on holiday and I know I won't be able to like maintain my nails, that's
it seems like because it's so light, it's like a very forgiving color.
Yeah, definitely. Brow time.
So we all know everyone loves brows,
yeah.
I guess.
Yeah.
Yep, that's a trend in beauty or something. We've always had them, yet for some reason in 2015 we were like, oh my god, you can do stuff with them. So 2017 has been the year of the spiky brow for me, hashtag spiky brow, which basically means that I whip out my Jane Iredale Pure Brow, I think is what it's called. I've been working on this one probably for most of the year, so I'd say like lasting power is really, really great. But this is the color Blonde, which is what I've been using. And I have a brown.
Your eyebrows are darker than mine. In my head, they're always blonder, but mine are definitely lighter.
I love this stuff so much. The brush is quite big, so it's kind of like a mascara wand. So
it's giant.
It looks like you could like fuck it up very easily, but it does wipe off very quickly. Like it takes a while for it to dry. So if you kind of have gone like, oh, outside the lines, then it's not the end of the world.
Marion did my brows on holiday and looked very good. So I also have a brow product, and also I have one that I didn't like. So I tried out the Illamasqua one. They had some sort of sale and it was incredibly cheap. I think I ended up paying like £5 for it or something. What? And I got to the like light brown color, so not blonde but light brown, and I do not like this product. I felt like it instantly stained the skin.
Ooh, yeah.
And then I couldn't get it off, and then it was just ruined. So just sticking to my skin. I tested it out a couple of times. I was like, no, maybe this kind of product is just not for me. And then I bought Glossier's Boy Brow.
No,
and
I've never heard of these people before. Who is the Glossier?
It's foolproof. It's like the teen, like compared to your brush.
Okay, yeah, let's do a little brush comparison.
It's like the teeniest little brush.
Oh my god.
It's like mommy and baby. And I think because of this, I have not gone wrong with this a single time. I've taken lots of, I got the blonde color, I think. Yeah, I got blonde. I haven't even tried to like clean it off before and I just go, done. I love it.
So just because it's in front of me, and we're talking about stuff,
eye stuff.
Yeah. This is another product that is really like on its last leg.
Oh, I can see it. It's going
like just a little bit at the bottom, but this is a eyelash primer. And especially because I've kind of switched to natural mascaras, they don't have as much silicones in them, so that means you're not gonna get as long, spready lashes or whatever. If I put this on their lash extender, it really helps with whatever
really
natural
I like it as well.
mascara I put on top. Yeah, so just been running through that. Definitely has been by my side in 2017.
My luxury favorite for the year has been MV Organic Skincare Gentle Cream Cleanser. I talked about,
and if I owned this, it would also be my favorite, just saying.
I talked about this in my products that are saving my skin right now video, and I mentioned that I reached out to them and they kindly sent me some products to test out, and this has been the dream. This is the one. It's the one. I'm dreading the day it runs out. It's beautiful. It's lovely. Would highly recommend, basically.
Whenever I go visit Fran, she also has this cleanser, and Fran kindly lets me just use her entire like MV stash when I go there.
Just like for one day.
I know whenever I go visit her, I'm like,
yes.
And I love it because it's not only like feels really nice, but it has that like just hint of rose smell and not like fake rose.
It's made in Australia.
Well, following up, as I told you, because I was using those products at Fran's house, I caved and bought the cheapest one in the set, which is the toner. Again, it's the Rose Hydrating Mist. Also, you know, side story. So in Fran's bathroom, it has quite big windows, so the products that sit there kind of get chilly.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so when you spray the mist, it's like extra
I feel like with mist as well, just like in general, it feels like
I never did that before, because so here I don't have windows in my bathroom, so I put this in the fridge. So when I'm going to do my mist, it's like
I wish there was like an MV spa.
There is in Australia, so if we lived in Australia. MV, you know.
Fly us out.
Fly us out.
Alright, two other favorites. Illamasqua. I've been using lots of Illamasqua stuff, as you guys know. But two things I've been using this year a lot is... Oh, yours has got a little cap on it. One of my favorites is the, what do you call it? Gel Sculpt in Silhouette. This is one of the ones when... Do you guys remember we went to the Illamasqua stand and like did our makeup and stuff? And this is one of the ones that they use. And I was like, revolutionary. Because it looks like this really dark stick that would not fit my skin tone in any way. It comes out quite dark as well.
Yep.
But because this isn't orange in any way, it just like blends out really nicely and just gives you that actual like contour look rather than...
Do you use a brush to blend it out?
I actually I run a brush over it.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then it spreads out a little bit and then I like dab it on. It's just really natural if you are pale AF. Like us. And then my favorite foundation of the year, the winner is Illamasqua Skin Base, although I am still convinced they color matched me with the wrong color. This is way too dark for me, but I've been color matched twice by two different people and they've both given me this color.
I feel like makeup people always match you darker as well.
Yeah.
Like, I think it's more standard for people want to look healthier and darker. Whereas me and you are like, no, make me pale.
But also my neck is so incredibly pale. I think one of the people at a different shop that color matched me was like, you have to tan your neck. Do I just have to go sit outside
Also,
like
no,
this?
F that.
This stays on really well. It agrees with my skin. It doesn't feel like I'm wearing a ton of stuff. It just is nice. This is like the best texture, the best, like it's good coverage.
Is it quite matte finish?
Yeah, it's pretty matte. Yeah, it's pretty matte. And it's also like quite good coverage. You can either put on like, put it on really heavy or you can put it on quite light. And it's not like when they have a light one that they say is buildable, but then you're like, is it really buildable? Yeah. This is like properly buildable.
So because we're talking about foundation, I just want to quickly mention, I don't have it here because I've only really used a sample of it, but I love the sample. So I'm probably going to try and get it next year. And it's the Vapour Atmosphere Soft Focus Foundation. Sure. Trying to remember the title of the thing. They have like a stick foundation and a liquid one, and I like the liquid one. And I've definitely been liking the glowy look, which I can kind of like powder off if I want to, but that foundation, I really felt like it just blended into my skin really well, because a lot of the time I find like if I'm wearing a foundation, it just will kind of like
slide around your face.
Yeah, it just won't sink into my skin. So I kind of feel like, oh, I can sort of see my pores, or I can see this like patch of skin. It's definitely a lot more like oily. So if you have super oily skin,
not for me.
Probably, but I kind of have like normal skin to like slightly dehydrated. So I always felt like when I was putting it on, it was like I was putting on a moisturizer that had really nice coverage.
Every time I try out different stuff or we try each other's products, it is so dependent on your own skin. Yeah. Like some stuff might be
like how you apply stuff too.
Yeah.
Because everyone is gonna do it differently.
Yeah. Like it might be like one person's holy grail product and the other person's like, this is shit.
Yep. And the other one that has just been like, if I'm wearing any sort of color on my face, it's probably this. And it's the Juice Beauty Stem Cellular CC Cream with SPF 30 in it. I'm in the color Natural Glow, which is the lighter shade, and
I like that they very politely called it Natural Glow.
Yeah, I just really like it. It's definitely light coverage, so if you're trying to get like any sort of blemish management, you're gonna need some concealer with it, because it has SPF 30 in it. You know, it knocks out my need for a super white sunscreen. Yeah, I've talked about this product before, but this is, you know, my second buying of it, and I'm excited to break into it.
Got one more Jane Iredale product, and this is the one that I managed to grab from my like empties thing. So this is the one that they sent to us to try out. They sent us 3 different ones, and it was the setting spray. And one of the reasons we requested it is because my favorite setting spray, the cheeky one, was out of stock for like a year. Too bad, because I found a new one now, so we'll not be going back to that. This is the one that, because it said, I can't remember what, they had said something about like the different scents of it and stuff, and this is the one that I thought I wouldn't like. But this is actually my favorite scent. I currently have one that is entirely yellow, and you have one that is
kind of gold.
Basically, the one that I'm using, I'll put that one in the description, the one that I'm using at home now, I don't like the scent of at all, because you have to like spray it and like, it's quite in your face.
Yeah.
Don't like that one. This one's great though, so really love this. This lasted me for forever, and I'd rebuy this. This is really nice. I like a face mist because I put a lot of powder on my face.
Yeah,
so
I like mine too. I think you can use any kind of toner though as a setting spray, I've discovered.
Really?
Yeah, it doesn't need to be a makeup setting spray. So
got it.
If you want to trial that.
So I think we have one more each, right?
Yeah. So my last product that has been the only eyeliner that I've used in 2017.
It's a me reject.
Is the Sauna Reject.
But although you had it yourself as well.
Yeah, I've also had it. It's the 100% pure fruit pigmented creamy eyeliner. It's just a very jet black liquid eyeliner with a brush applicator. Interesting packaging. Actually having this like super long handle makes it a lot easier to apply. But some days I get on with it really well. Like I feel like today I had...
Good day.
Yeah, today was a good day, but you have to be very slow with it. So there's a bit of a learning curve. Like you can definitely also, if you go outside the line, you're kind of like, well, I have to take off my entire like eye makeup now.
Yeah.
I really like it because it doesn't like crease on me or slide around at all. It's a cruelty-free brand that's based in the US, I think.
And we got it in one of the vegan makeup boxes.
Yes.
And my final product is face oils. Just in general, face oils. My discovery of the year.
I'm a fan, so
discovery of the year.
To the crowd.
Really been enjoying them, trying out different ones. This is one that I didn't actually buy for it to be a face oil. It's the jojoba oil from, I love that we've gone so far from the times that you made that video saying jojoba oil and we got corrected. Neil's Yard. So this one I bought actually for my body, and this is really nice, but you can also put it on your skin. I also tried the jojoba oil from MP Organics. Beautiful. And then I've been using the Pai Rosehip Oil. Didn't want to bring it here because I feel like it might leak in my bag. And then I had the mystery oil. Yep. I use like this, if you follow us on Instagram stories.
What is the oil?
I got this little tester and I threw out the tag and I just had it for ages and then used it in Canada and loved it. And it smells so distinct. You're just like, I know the smell. And then in my head I was like, I think it's Neil's Yard, but I don't. Then I went in and I tried out all the face oils and I smelled them and I was like, I think you're the one.
Close enough.
So yeah, I actually want to try that one out next year and see if it has like the same effect or if it's the right one. I left one little drop of the tester so I can do like a sniff by sniff. But yeah, face oils, they're good.
Yeah, definitely a fan.
So those are all of our favorites of the year, our ultimate products. or most used products.
Most used products.
We'll put them all in the description. Love to hear what your best thing of the year was.
Yeah,
your
leave us a
purchase
comment
and
of
discovery.
your top, your number one cruelty-free product of 2017.
Bye!
I almost said Dewey. Defeat emoji activate.